Hey guys, how's it going? It is such nice weather out. This is the best time of the year. It is the time of year when you have to wear pants and maybe a light hoodie in the morning, and then by afternoon you're hot. And that's my favorite time of the year. So we're out here early in the morning, gonna get a few things done. I picked up a couple plants the other day, and I'm so excited to get them planted. One of them being a tree, and I'm really excited to get this tree planted. I also wanted to give you guys an update in the aviary. So last week when you guys saw, when I talked about we lost some of the babies in here, that same exact day, Brent was working on pouring the cement slab. And so we've got a cement slab in here now. It is solid. It is like this thick of concrete and then another like this thick, maybe an inch thick of cement. So it has like a smooth finish, and that should help keep mice and rodents and anything out. That's what got our babies. And then we have like mice trap, big ones outside on the aviary. So outside, ooh, I just saw a bird. Sorry. Outside the aviary, there are 2 mice traps on both sides. So that way, no mice are gonna get in this thing. It is solid now. So we've worked on fortifying this entire area. And so the mice should be taken care of, and the birds should be more protected, and it should just be so much better now. So I'll show you guys that, and then we will go up to the front and I'll show you guys what plants I bought and where they're gonna go. So in the aviary, you can see we have all the birds' nest up there, and then it's not the most beautiful because we were trying to just get it done. You can see how they poop on it. It's just not like super sanitary. So we're gonna have to work on something to make it so that we can figure out how to keep it cleaner and better. And then we put this board down here at the very bottom. So this should keep them safe, hopefully. So it's not the most beautiful cement slab. We were just trying to get something poured as fast as possible while keeping the birds safe. And so we had to do it in patches because they like to fly down to the ground. And so we had to keep the cement like area protected where it was wet. And so just poured in patches. It's fine. It doesn't need to look pretty. It's the ground of an aviary. We decided next aviary that we build like this, which I want to copy the exact same roof, we will pour a cement slab first, and we will build this very differently. But that's going to be a couple years out. So I don't think Brent has seen this. I actually did not show him what I bought yesterday, but I bought this tree, and Freya approves that this is a skyrocket juniper. I paid $65 from it, and it's gonna be so gorgeous. It stays so small. It only gets 3 to 4 feet wide, and it gets 20 feet tall. Look at how pretty it is. I love this icy blue color so much. Brent hates it. I think some people don't like it, especially in like California or higher deserts, because things like this grow really well in high desert, which is, so like there's a place called Susanville, which is where one of my friends lives, and it is high desert, so it's wet, and they get snow, and they get really cold, and they also get really hot, but it's just a desert, and things like this grow out there. I think people love them for that reason, but I think they're so cool. And I don't have room for like a blue spruce that's gonna get 20 to 30 feet wide, but I do have room for something that's only gonna get 2 to 3 feet wide, and that's what this does. And so I'm really excited about it. It's growing zones, I think 4 through 9. Let me look. Yeah, 4 through 9. And then it says heat zones 9 through, oh, I can't read that. It's blanked. So the heat zone is like your like the sunset zone, so higher zone, so like 9 through, I'm thinking that's like 10 or something like that. I can't tell because it is kind of wiped off, but it is fast growing, and it stays much more narrow, and once it's established, it uses very little water. So I'm really excited about this. $65, and I think it was worth it. I think it's gonna be so beautiful. So we've got this to plant today, and then one other thing. I also picked up this pittosporum right here. So pretty. I love pittosporums. I don't have any that are this variety. The ones that I have are all a much taller shrub variety, but I thought this one was pretty, and I liked the new growth on it. It's very, it doesn't look that bright on camera, but it is much much brighter than the rest of it. So I thought it was pretty. It's variegated. I'm gonna have to pull up the specs because I don't remember them off the top of my head. Give me 2 seconds. This is it. Creme de menthe, zones 8 through 11. And it only gets about 3 feet tall and wide at maturity. And it's like a mild grower, so it's not gonna grow super rapidly, but it will grow, and it's gonna be just this beautiful, like, dense evergreen shrub. And I'm so excited about it because where both of these are going, I need evergreen interest. And so I just think that this will be so beautiful. Look at the variegation. So this is the creme de menthe. What, it's like it's the flavor of a drink or something like that. Obviously I'm really a big drinker, and so I totally know that. But isn't this gorgeous? Look at this way. This is kind of cascading. Even this would be gorgeous in like a container all by itself, but I just think it's so pretty. And the variegation I think is stunning, and the sizing is perfect for my property, and I needed something evergreen. So let's go back and I'll show you guys where these are gonna go. So this is the bed where everything is gonna go, and the tree is gonna go right here along the fence to start creating a little small privacy hedge and add that evergreen interest that is needed in this area. So we'll have a little evergreen specimen piece right there. And then I'm thinking somewhere here-ish, maybe here-ish. Actually, that would be really good. Right in front of the grasses. We'll probably plant that right there. So the pittosporum will go there. The evergreen shrub will go there. And then I still have a little bit of room back there to tuck in something, and then I'll have all of this area to fill in. And I really want to go heavy with annuals next year, and so I'd like to do some like petunias and other things like that in this area. And then my other plan for the day is to come in and reweed this bed. So we just hand pulled all of this, and it was expected that things were going to pop up because I'm dealing with Bermuda grass, and I know I wasn't going to get every single root, but my plan was to get as many of the roots as I possibly could. And so I got most of them, but you can see there's little things that are popping up, and that's like a sedge right there. So that's not even the Bermuda grass. And then there's little seedlings that are popping up everywhere. So I want to just come in with the hula hoe, get those, and grab those little bits of Bermuda grass that have started to pop back up. So super easy day, and 2 holes is all I gotta dig. The dragonfly. Hi, little one. I didn't know you guys were out this time of year. Shouldn't you be in the water somewhere? Before we get to weeding, I wanted to show you guys this bed. This is my zinnia bed, and I was hoping to get like a late harvest of zinnias, and it looks like it's gonna happen. And I'm so excited. It's already happening. So I want to show you guys those really quickly. This is my zinnia bed, and this here is the Queen Lime Blush Zinnia. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, there's a bug. Who are you? I don't think that you're good. Okay, well, you lived. Queen Lime with Blush. Look at how they start out. Isn't that so cool? So Queen Lime with Blush here, and then these are the Polar Bear Zinnias. So these are just a basic white zinnia. I think that these will be really pretty in some wintertime arrangements. So I'm hoping just to get maybe enough to do 3-4 arrangements from the zinnias before we get a little cold snap. I just think they're so pretty. So Polar Bear Zinnias and Queen Lime Blush Zinnias. Look at them. That's so exciting. I see caterpillar poop. I'm dealing with somebody. Where'd you go? Definitely dealing with a caterpillar. That's poop. Ma'am. Hello. Hi. Anytime that she sees me kneeling down, she's like, yes, I'll be there. I'll come say hello. now that this section is good to go, I got the weeds pulled. I used the hula hoe in this whole section, anywhere that there was big areas. And what the hula hoe does is basically comes through and kills the weeds. It rips them up, and then they just lay on the surface. So you'll still see the weeds, but they'll die in just a couple hours. They won't be a problem anymore. And then I did go through and I used a little weeding tool, and I hand pulled the rest of the Bermuda grass that I saw coming up. I do not think this is going to be one and done. This is going to be something that I'm going to deal with for at least a couple times, maybe 4 or 5 times. Anytime I just see them popping up, any Bermuda grass, I come through, I dig down, and I'll pull the root system out, try to get that rhizome out, and then eventually I shouldn't have an issue in the beds. So you can do it. It just takes time, and it takes a lot of time, and a lot of people don't want to do that. So you totally can get rid of Bermuda grass. It just takes some time. So now we're gonna go ahead and go grab my plants that are over there, and we will bring them back here and get these holes dug and get them planted. And I think it's gonna be so beautiful. I think that blue color on the fence is just gonna be, I think it's gonna be stunning. It's gonna be so good. So let's go. Before we get those planted, I wanted to say a huge thank you to today's sponsor of the video, Craftsy. And the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click on the link in the description down below are going to get a full year of premium membership for only $1.49. As we get into the colder months, my family and I love to do crafting projects. It's one of our favorite things to do, whether that is painting, baking, sewing, anything Craftsy, we are all about it. And Craftsy makes it so easy to learn a new crafting project, such as painting, knitting, crocheting, and baking, and so many more. They offer over 2,000 inspiring classes for makers of all skill levels with step-by-step instructions on more than 20 categories. Anybody has the ability to learn a new craft. This fall, I'm excited to learn painting again. I love painting, it's one of my favorites. And I'm also excited to be a better baker and learn from experts. The best part is that I can learn anywhere and watch on my own time with classes that are broken down into short, easy to follow lessons. Craftsy lessons include a step-by-step instructions plus helpful downloadable resources to make learning easy, and you learn directly from the experts. So make sure you check out Craftsy today and use the link in my description. Look at that. We got it all done. Easy planting day. 2 plants, 2 holes, but big impact plants. They're gonna be so gorgeous when they really start to like grow. And the plan with planting things in the fall time, like I'm doing right now, is that they kind of skip a year almost. So this is their sleep year, which is most plants do sleep, creep, leap. And so they sleep the first year, they creep the second year, meaning they grow just a little bit. and then they just take off in their third year. So by getting them planted in the fall time, I'm essentially skipping the sleep year, because all fall long and all winter long, they're gonna have the chance to establish their roots and they're gonna sleep. And then in the springtime, that'll go into their creep year. And so they'll wake up and they'll be ready to put on some good growth. So that's the goal. And then I only have to wait 1 year and they'll take off. So by this time in a year, they should be a decent size, or a year and a half. Something along those lines. Basically, I'm killing a year of time by planting in the fall. Do you guys hear how windy it is? Do you guys see how much those branches just moved? Isn't that gorgeous though? Oh, magic. It's so windy all of a sudden. I have no clue where that came from. And it's been going for just a few minutes. It rained last night and then it was slightly breezy. And so whatever, I'll take it. I enjoy the cool wind. It's very, very pleasant to work in. So about a week ago, I planted up this basket with lettuce and spinach seedlings, or seeds, not seedlings, and none of my lettuce came up. Not a single piece. So that was a bummer. My spinach did come up. Spotty germination. I might go in and throw a few more seeds in there, but it did come up and it is coming up. And so since my lettuce didn't come up, I think I want to replace it with just some starts. That way it's full and it grows and it looks good. So that's my plan for today. Is I'm just gonna go in with probably 6 of them, I think. And so I'll tear that lettuce apart a little bit and then I'll tuck in the rest of them somewhere else. This is Little Gem lettuce. It was $6.49 for 6 of them. But most of these have 2 or 3. I'm gonna work through that train. And the lettuce that I did in my basket didn't germinate, but the spinach did. So we're gonna go ahead and do these. And then it'll just look full and beautiful and like I planted something. And that looks great. I started all of these from seed. Obviously, I did not pay $6.49 from them. I would never do that. We're just gonna pretend. So it's labeled as Grand Rapids. It's not Grand Rapids. It's the Little Gem lettuce or whatever it's called. It is so windy and I'm so sorry about the audio. Anyways, those will fill out. That'll be a beautiful basket and I will just slowly harvest on it and it should be absolutely perfect. I cannot wait for the spinach to form up. I love spinach a lot. So this is kind of my jam is lettuce and spinach. And then I just took the extras and I just tucked them into this bed. And I don't think that one's gonna make it. Most of the roots came off, so I just topped it so it wasn't focusing so much energy. And it should rebound. It should be totally fine. So we'll just, I'm hoping that it'll be fine. I'm being optimistic. So it should be, maybe, hopefully. We'll see though. So if it rebounds, that's great. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. It's just a little bit of lettuce. So I ended up getting quite a few plants out of a 6 cell. So I got 6, I got 11 plants because there's 5 there and 6 in the other. So I think that is going to be it for this video because it is too windy to continue filming and I need to be done. There's stuff blowing in my mouth, blowing down my shirt, blowing in my eyes. It's crazy. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I'm glad we got all of that done. I'm glad we got that tree in. It's gonna be so gorgeous. I should have taken you guys along with me to the plant barn because they have some cool pumpkins there. Massive pumpkins. So if you're in the area, go check out the plant barn, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for visiting our garden, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.